I gotta find a knife. This just came in the mail. Hey now. All right, y'all. What this is, this is my brand new egg incubator. So, no, I'm not gonna run chickens. What I have decided to do, however, is run quail. Now I'm gonna go en route to go pick up some eggs. I'm not quite sure why I came back here. Let's go get some eggs, y'all.
Hi, I'm Josh from La Sierra Acres Hatchery, and I just want to show you some of the quails we have available. We have 7 different varieties. We have the Jumbo Browns, Texas A&M Whites, we have Italians, we have Celadons, which lay the blue eggs, we have Pearls, we have the Schofield Silver Collection, and we also have some Tibetans down here too.
What's good, y'all? Today is day 14 of the quail. Actually, today's actually day 15. So I need to hurry up and get these guys to their new position. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna add the water, a little extra water to these things here. I have been riding with the humidity up at right about 60%. Probably should have took this grate off. Oh shit. Should take this off first. I've been able to have pretty good luck filling these things up. From what I understand, I'm not under like a huge time restraint at this point. In terms of I have to be extremely fast, but I do need to be somewhat quick. What I'm gonna do is, look at this beautiful one, man. These things are beautiful, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this thing off just to make sure that I have the proper amount of water in here. Then I'll put all the eggs back in. I'm gonna close this thing up and for the most part not touch it for at least the next 4 to 5 days or until hatching is done. So let's see what we get, y'all. So I got it filled up here with as much water as I can pretty much fill into this thing. I watched some videos, I should say, and they were saying that this thing doesn't hold a lot of humidity very well. And like I was saying, I've got to keep these guys, or, you know, we gotta keep this little container closed, or our incubator closed, for at least the next 5 days. Right now, yeah, we're on lockdown, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to be opening this thing up. This one right here has a weird, it developed that. I don't know if that's bad, so I'm taking this out. When in doubt, throw it out, like my man Dave Crunk would say. We get all these things in here, and we'll circle back a little bit later. As you can see, I'm just waking up and it just hit me. I was like, yo, wasn't I supposed to take these eggs out? I put it on my calendar, but I didn't set an alarm. And yesterday got stupid crazy busy. Yeah, in a real way, out of nowhere. So I totally forgot about this. So I'm glad that I actually did put it on the calendar. Right now, guys, we have 44 eggs. We added a couple to this. So, but we did lose 2. I'm dealing with right here are, you guys probably already heard, the Jumbo Browns, some A&Ms, and some of the Blue Lane ones. Let's see what happens, y'all. What up, my dude? Right on, man. Welcome to the family, man. Otis, man, you let the babies be babies. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be trying to wild up. Ooh, ain't gonna take that from you, Herbert. Herbert in here trying to regulate on these dudes because he's the first one out. He got, you know, so he's the strongest one. What's up, guys? So as you can see, we have some
I need to start taking some of these little chickies, some of my new peeps. I need to start taking them out and putting them into, this isn't quite where I'm going to be leaving them or brooding them, but I do want to keep them in the house for a while. And what I have for them is just a bit too big. It's already outside. I'll show you guys in a minute. So for the next couple days, I'm just going to keep them in this box. So what I'll do is go ahead and set this thing up and show you guys how I did it. So the first thing I'm going to need is just some regular shop towels. Nothing big. Major. Nothing major yet. Just some shop towels at the bottom of the box. And the light. Oh shit, it's LED? This might be the wrong one, y'all. This is LED. I did not want to go LED because I don't think it's going to get off enough. I don't think it's going to give off enough heat. I do actually have a couple 100 watts in the house, so let's see. All right, y'all. So the second thing is a light with the hood. So as you can see, I bought an LED. This is 100, like I think it's 100 watt amp. I mean 100 watt light bulb. So that should be more than enough to keep these guys warm. See how they react. So this right here is going to be their feeder. To be honest with you, I don't really plan on feeding my birds a lot of grain. However, in the beginning, you know, we'll definitely have it. So this is actually their crumble. Don't really worry about the measuring cup. That's just kind of what I'm going to load their feeder in. But anyway, before I even do that, what I'm going to do is throw this in a coffee grinder so that I can make those crumbles even smaller for those little small birds. This is actually game bird feed for chicks, for fresh hatchlings, up to right about 4 weeks, I think, 4 weeks old. Even though it is, you know, for newborn chicks or new hatched chicks, I'm still going to make it a little bit smaller just to make it that much easier for them to eat. This is an idea or a technique I picked up from Terry over at Cornix Corner. Pretty much just powder now. I'm not going to go all the way to the top, just because from everything I've heard is that quail are very messy eaters. So I'm not going all the way to the top. You know, I'm sure they'll still kick that around or whatever, but I'm sure they'll still make a mess, but not as much of a mess. And then the last thing is the water. Now, as you can see, this is a pretty deep little channel in there. Let's go fill this up with water first. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that channel. This is a very important step right here. Lost one. Very important step right here. You want to add these pebbles. These are nothing more than just some stones I found out in the garden. Anyway, I want to put these. Let me just do that. Down this truck. Do something like that. Now these guys can't. Not necessarily. They'll still get in there. And it's not necessarily that they'll drown that I'm really worrying about, as much as them getting in there, getting their feathers wet, and then getting too cold and freezing to death or getting sick and dying. That's kind of the main purpose of adding the rocks. All right, y'all. So that we got all that in there. Guess it's time to bring in our guest of honor. Came in front, y'all. I'm a bit nervous about putting them in here, just because I've seen a couple of these shells peep. So I know things are kind of happening in some of these other eggs. Technically, you're not supposed to open up your incubator if other ones have cracked. Here's my dilemma. There's one in there, the one that I keep calling Herbert. He actually hatched about 2 days ago, and if I leave him in there, any longer, I am now running the risk of losing him. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the incubator. I don't want to, but I think that's probably the best to do. So here we go. I figure the best thing, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and disco the incubator and then go ahead and put it in here. Probably should go ahead and let these guys go on. And then what I'm gonna do is just let the hatch ones kind of just run out. Herbert's probably gonna be one of the first. Look at them, they're already going. Go ahead on, guys. You guys can do it. Go ahead and get out, get out, get out. Get out, guys. Get out. Oh, damn, wait, you know. Come on, Pop. Go ahead, jump on out. Give me these other ones. Herbert's already in there, because Herbert's the oldest. This cat been hungry. Right on, man. Herbert's getting involved. I'm gonna say that the heat is kind of cool. They seem to be gathering right underneath the light. So far we have 6, I think, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we have 6 of them. And we got a lot more to go. This whole house right now smells like rotten eggs because there was a rotten egg in there. So it took me a little bit more time than I would like to have because the rotten egg kind of just blew up inside of the incubator. It was really gross and nasty. And I had to clean that up. So it took me a little bit longer than I wanted to. But nevertheless, they're in here. It didn't take me too long, but it did take me longer than I wanted it to. This incubator was dry. I filled up more water in it, of course. And yeah, man, so now we're just gonna make sure that the heat's right. We're gonna kick that heat up and make sure that the humidity is right about 70%. I'm hoping adding some more water in there and then getting that temperature back up will help us out. But boom. Okay, so the main reason I've decided to go ahead and start running quail is because they just fit better around here in terms of a protein that I wanted to grow, opposed to mushrooms. Mushrooms are dope, they're awesome, but around this little plot right here, they added a lot more work for me. The quail undoubtedly are gonna add work for me as well. However, most of the work that I'm gonna be doing with the quail, I feel as though it's going to kind of dovetail into a lot of the other things that we already got going on the plot. I like to play around with different types of free ranging these birds as close as I possibly can. It's not gonna be a true free range, but as close as I can. Also with the birds, if I set these guys up properly, the way that I'm seeing it, the way that I've been looking, is that I won't have to do a lot of work, you know, for them. Of course, feeding them, but we'll have that automatic. Them drinking water, of course, but that's going to be automatic. So a lot of it will have to do with cleaning, which to a certain extent, because we now have the black soldier fly. Stay tuned for that, because I'm hoping that becomes not necessarily automatic, but very easy, if not automatic. So it's gonna be pretty cool for me to actually finally get to play with some of these quail. Like I said, I really do feel as though it's just a better fit for me on this plot. This is my first time ever doing it. So I'm learning a lot as well. This incubator, I will be 100 with you, it is the cheapest one. If you're doing chickens, I think it's gonna be great. If you're doing quail, however, I think that there's better out there for quail. One of the biggest things I was nervous about was them actually turning, you know, as they were incubating. This does have an automatic egg turner in it, but you know, I don't really feel as though it's that reliable, to be honest with you, especially when it comes to the quails. I was finding that it just wasn't working out adequately. This is supposed to actually hold upwards of 35 eggs. Like I said, I had 46, so it was a bit much. that being said, even when I did right about 30 eggs in this thing, I still had a lot of problems with it being able to turn. I was seeing like I couldn't space these spacers out correctly. So if you guys have had, luck using the HDD incubator, let me know what it was that you guys did when it came to quail. Again, chicken, I see, it seems like it's a lot easier with chicken. But with quail, nah, man. I'm probably gonna go a different direction the next time around. For the most part, like everything around this plot, I can raise them in a very small footprint. And that is another very big appeal when it came to the quail. Not to mention all the protein that they add, as well as nutrition throughout that protein. So there's just a ton of reasons as to why I want to do quail. Then not to mention also, a lot of people that live around this area are very excited about me growing quail and even possibly providing them with quail meat. So yeah, dude, it seems like it'd be a win-win-win all the way around. We'll give it a shot, man. And if it doesn't work, then we move to something else. But I'm pretty certain this is gonna be okay. So anyway, I hope this one helps. I hope if you guys are interested in doing some quail, you guys actually run up there and do it. Stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot, like I said, going on in terms of their diet, free ranging, building different coops, building all kind of stuff for these guys. It's gonna be dope. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching, and yeah, go get some quail. Peace. What you doing?